All right, so this one says the Gallup conducted a series of telephone polls involving 20,392 American adults in 2011. Among the reported results were the voters' gender, age, race, party affiliation, whether they were Hispanic, of Hispanic ethnicity, education, region, adults in the household, and phone status. Were they on the cell phone, landline, or both? Cell phone mostly, and having unlisted landline numbers. So they collected a bunch of data. So again, we have to ask, we're going to answer all these questions, right? So, so let's get to it. In this particular case, the who was what?
20,392 adults.
Adults or American adults, I suppose. So we'll say American adults. Remember, this part is very specific. Then who is the what?
Gender, age, race, party,
Gender,
age,
age.
party.
Oh, don't forget race.
Race.
Party.
Party affiliation.
Affiliation.
What is it? More of Hispanic. Ethnicity.
Yeah. Of Hispanic ethnicity. What else was there? Education. Region.
Adults in the household.
Number of adults.
Home status.
All right, cool. That's a lot. When?
2011.
Where?
In America.
Yeah, because it doesn't say in the United States, but when they surveyed Americans and they called them on the phone, you can make the assumption. However, I wouldn't mark it wrong if you said not specified.
But like on the AP test, let's say you have to.
Okay, so the AP exams, the constructed responses have more than 1 point, and so the way it's actually graded is each little item is worth 1 point, 2 point, 3 points. So it may be worth 8 or 10 points, and we'll talk about that as we get closer to the exam. If you miss one little part, then you just dock 1 point. So you might get 7 out of 8 points. And yeah, go ahead.
But on the test, though, would they mark us down if, let's say, it was this question, for example, and we put non-specified? Because technically, it's not specified. You're assuming.
But yeah, but you do have to. There are some implications that you need to be aware of and try to consider, right? So to answer your question, if you put not specified, and then in the actual answer it's supposed to say United States, they could dock you for that. But if you put United States and they have it listed as not specified, it's really up to the individual reader's discretion, right? Like they're going, oh, well, it was Americans. I could see how a kid. So you always want to. Well, we'll talk about that more as we talk about the grading and stuff. But it's a great question.
Because I was just wondering, should I assume United States since there are Americans, or should I just say non-specified because technically it isn't specified?
In this particular case, I would say United States. So why? Why was this done? The info was gathered for a Gallup poll. Now, if you're not you guys are in high school, so you may not be 100% familiar with Gallup polls, but they're usually public opinion polls. So we'll just put that in there, public opinion polls. So that's why they just gathered the information, because they just want, that's what they do. Which, Gallup poll, you know how when they talk about a president's acceptance rate, or support, or they word it a lot of different ways, but basically people agree with whatever the president's doing at that time. That's usually a Gallup poll, and they're just asking people, are you happy with the way things are going? Are you and so that's just a matter of public opinion. People say yes or no. They call on the phone a lot of times. It's automated. They'll say, if you agree with what the president's doing, press 1 now for yes, press 2 for no, press 3 for undecided. And so you just go through and do that. And they're just gathering information and sharing it. It has really no purpose other than to gather the information and share it, although a lot of people use that information in other ways. Okay. How? They did a poll. You can put by phone, but what they did was a poll. And we'll talk about what a poll is, right? A poll versus a survey, but you can put by phone. Variables. All right. So let's do, what do you guys want to do first? Categorical. Gender. Oops. What else? Race. What else?
Party affiliation.
Party. Oops. I can't see my screen anymore. I'm going to make this a little smaller. I'm going to slide this up a little bit. I put part. Party. Wait. So we're going to do categorical. There are 9 variables. All of them are categorical, right? Oh, no, not all of them. There are 2. Oh, okay. So we've got gender, race, party, whether or not they're Hispanic, heritage, education, region, phone status. You could say status. It's pronounced both ways. And that's it. Now, the quantitative.
Number of adults.
You're absolutely correct. So the age and number of adults in a household.
And those don't have specified units, right?
What's that?
These don't have specified units, right?
Well, the units are years, and basically the unit is adult in the household. Okay, yeah. So they're specified, but it's not your conventional units like meters, seconds, stuff like that. No, great. Any questions on this one?
Well,